Good morning. Oh, are you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? So that's today's topic. And I've already had enough coffee that I couldn't bring it out here with me. So I'm starting a little early because there's stuff to do today, like every Wednesday anymore. And I wanted to get going. But we trees in the house. I don't know what's going on. I think there's a bunch of stuff going on because I got like you know how you get like that tickle in your throat? You know what I mean? You're just like getting over it. Well, good to know that sound and video's doing good. I am so tired. I'm not gonna lie. We had a appreciation dinner last night and for 4-H for the leaders, and we went out and I rode with somebody. Good morning, House of Littles, which I usually don't. But there's two reasons why I ride with somebody, because then I get out of the house because I won't get out of the house, but then I come home because my thing is when I get somewhere, I just don't want to leave. So I rode with somebody, and when I probably would have been out 3 or 4 hours, they at the 2 hour mark, they loaded up and left. And I was like, I guess I'm going. And as much as I wish I would have stayed longer because I was only gone for 2 hours, and I don't get out of the house often. I was thankful because I was so tired. So tired, so tired. See, House of Little says, good morning. How much extra time are you trying to pack into 24 hours? As much as I can. Good morning, Asbury. 6 times Blessed says, good exhausted morning. Going on 2 hours of sleep. 5 out of 8 has a stomach bug. I am so sorry. That stinks. Well, it's funny because it's just there's something every day. And it's just been going that way, that there's just something every day. Oh, sorry. And tomorrow we're packing up and we're heading to the homeschool convention. Woo woo. And I haven't packed at all. There's some stuff I want to do. I want to make some t-shirts that has my logo on it. So I'm be like, I'm right here. That's me. Kind of deal. I want to make some little quick business cards so I can give to vendors if they want to use me. I want to do that. I have to go enroll my son in BPK. I made a list. I got to go pay for stuff. I got to go pay for camp. It's just a lot. We don't usually catch everything going around, but this year has been rough. Time to start using elderberry syrup. Yep. Man, that's rough. I'll tell you what. Or get something that you can spray that's not like chlorine or something. Kills bacteria. I got one I use. It's a bleach alternative. Let's see, this is what it says. It kills 99.9% of bacteria, viruses, and on hard, non-porous surfaces. It kills E. coli, staph in a minute. It kills, I don't know what this one says, Enterobacteria E. genies in 30 seconds. Disinfects against salmonella, Pseudomonas aerogenes, whatever, strep, streptococcus, which is MRSA, influenza A, poliovirus 1, rhinovirus type 37, and rhinovirus and rotavirus in 10 minutes, and disinfects against influenza A, which is swine flu, in a minute. And like you just spray it on and then you leave it, which is really nice. I know that we've gone back in the day, we had Katie got the rotavirus and the rotavirus, yeah, which that's where it's coming out both ends for 10 days. It was bad. It was so bad. She landed in the hospital. It was so bad. So I feel ya. I thankfully in the last years haven't had that come through the house. Knock on wood. If I can find wood, it's all plastic. But I'm hoping we don't have that run in going to school, with all those new germs. So I'm taking activated carbon to keep avoiding it. Yep. Oh, that's awful. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, you have that. I'm like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I need to hit the ground running. And I'm just like, and then I'm a little bit like fixated, I think would be the word, on it's called SoluGuard. Send me a message and I'll send all the link to you. Send me a message on Facebook. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm fixated. So one of the things I'm running into, good morning, Erica, is I have in the past been recording on my phones. And the phone I originally used is gotten to the part where I don't know, it's not doing the thing it should be doing. It's just not working right. And I end up using a lot of stuff on my phone, and then things get really hard that I want to get a camcorder so I can get back to doing videos, because I feel like that will help me do videos again. And I've been looking at camcorders. I've been looking at like an inexpensive camcorder that I can do what I need to do. The one I have is 12 years old, and I tried to vlog with it. Does not work at all. At all. So I'm just kind of like, man, what do I do? What do I do? And I've been looking at them for 4 or 5 months. I really want to get this really nice flip point and shoot camera, but it's like $500. And this one I'm looking at is like $180. And so I told my husband finally this morning, I'm like, I want something, and I've been wanting it. And so I tell him what I want, and he's like, well, this is the first I heard of it. You should have told me months ago. And I'm like, really? So I'm just a little bit like, because I just, when you're running, chasing your tail, you kind of don't communicate things well because you're just in the moment. Whatever needs to be done, that's what you want. So I don't know. I'm a little bit like, so before getting ready to come on here, I'm like looking at cameras. I'm like, I'm just going to make myself aggravated. So when are you going to do a so long collab? I did one Saturday. Did you see it? I did a little live so long. I can't schedule them because I don't know what's going on or what's going on when. So I just kind of talked about measuring and getting things done. And I got to cut the pattern out. And then I'm going to do a so long when I'm just going to pop on live. I can't schedule it. I'm going to pop on live and I'm going to cut the pattern out. I'm going to talk about cutting the pattern out as I do it. And we're going to go like that, if that makes sense. I just had a ding on my thing. I wonder what that was. Oh. Okay. Keep it going. I'm all over the place. You got to forgive me. And I'm just going to pop on and do the part. Oh, the keyword is collabs. I don't know. How should I organize a so long collab? How should I do that? I can barely go, I can barely like function to do my own thing, much less to keep up with others. House Little says I should get a GoPro, takes up less space too. But then you're recording in 4K. And okay, I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons why I do a really good job at doing videos is because I look at myself, and when I look at myself, that's how I make like good eye contact, if that makes sense. It keeps me involved in the conversation, or it would be like me talking to myself and I just wander off in left field and you'd be like, come back. Oh, have them co-host live. That would actually be better. If I get somebody who doesn't know how to sew, who wants to learn how to sew, I have them come in with me, so then I don't have to talk the whole time. That would be smart. That would be really good. And then whoever wants to learn to sew can come in, and then asking the questions I don't think to answer. Wheat Tree, you got something there. You got something. Look at Tayana. Good morning, Tayana. Your last day dropping your kids off to private school. Homeschool, here we come. That would be awesome. That's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. I had somebody, they asked me, they sent me a message, somebody local, and they're just like, my kid has gaps. Do you have any third grade homeschool curriculum or ideas that we could do? And I'm like, for what? You know, like, why? And this kid is a good reader. And it was just like, because, you know, we got gaps. And I was like, to be honest, I'd go to ACE and take the test and find out where your gaps are and buy those little booklets and just do that. That's what I would do. But, so I'm leaving the homeschool convention. And I was really excited. But I don't know. Well, here I got two problems. I'm not sure if I can connect to the Wi-Fi at the hotel that the convention's at. And I have no more data on my phone until the end of the month. And then I'm also looking at, oh, look, her kids. Okay, I'm so excited. So Tayana is like, my kids are so looking forward to meeting me at convention. That's kind of funny. Look, I have a child in here. She's going to bust out schoolwork. Yeah. So I am going to do a video later this afternoon when I like get my shirts printed, which probably be like last minute live show. And what my goal is, so I want to do some live feeds from the convention, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I won't have Wi-Fi. I don't know if I'll have Wi-Fi access. And if I do that, I don't think I can do them on YouTube. I think I have to do them on Just So Trish. So you need to go to the Just So Trish fan page on Facebook. I should go and get that. I should go and grab that feed. Because I think I'm going to have to, you need to make sure that you follow, you get notifications, because I'm going to have to I think I'll have to do any live things I do from there. And then I'm trying to get it scheduled out. I got to look in the planner, like what time on Friday. I'm going to do a Friday meetup, but I'm going to do a video on that later this afternoon. Let's see. House of Littles. I need to do that. I know virtually nothing about sewing and I need to learn. All right, House of Littles. When you send me a thing, let's schedule out and we'll do the club together. You're in like Flynn, the first pattern. You are hanging out with me to get this project done. So make sure that you send me so that we can get together and do that. So it's 8:30. I bet, and Tangi has Jackie home until he goes to work. So I know she's going to be late. So bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, I am not. I'm just like, keep going. I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed the other day. But I can't do late nights. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a mess this weekend because I will stay up too late and then I'm like, not functioning and cranky. And then my husband's like, you're going to be gone too long because I'm leaving Thursday. I'm going to be there all day Friday, all day Saturday, and come home Sunday. And he's like, that's too long. I registered my older daughter to come with us to convention. I didn't want to add my two boys. I thought they'd be staying with my babysitter. Change of plans. Do you think I can still add them on? You don't have to register them. I mean, did you register your oldest daughter for like the day camp? Because I did the day camp one time. My kids did not like it at all. And then they ended up spending the whole time with me. You don't have to register your kids. In fact, you can drag grandma with you. And I'm thinking about doing that because my mom and myself and two of my kids are growing. And my mom and the kids might hang out at the pool, but I'm going to get my mom a pass just in case. And you're going to get there and there's going to be children everywhere. I just don't like, I have like I'm like there and I'm on a mission. I have classes to go to. I have vendors I want to see. I have people I want to meet up with. And I don't want to hear my kids saying they're tired. I don't want to hear my kids say they don't want to do this. I don't want to hear what my kids want to do. I just want to do what I want to do. And this is like my selfish little weekend, my 2 days of I'm doing what I want to do. It is going to be weird. I don't need to buy anything while I'm there. So I think. Not to be shopping seems so odd. But I'll probably like pick up some, build my library back up after what happened. I think I'm going to take my lamplighter book and be like, hey, I made a video on this book. My 2-year-old threw it in the toilet. Can I get a discount for a second book, please? I think I'm going to take my sad book, my really, really sad book, and see if I can get a discount. You better work. Otherwise, you're going to go somewhere else. That person has not been doing her work as much as she should. Yeah, I want to maximize my time and relax and enjoy it. And I don't want to hear the needs of anybody else. I have to highlight this. I walked by this thing 4 times before I finally bought it. 4 different trips to Walmart. I mean, different trips over the course of 2 weeks. I've had the worst time buying drinking my fluids. So up until a few days ago, I've not been drinking enough fluids. 48 ounces. I just need 2 of these a day and I can get all my liquid in, which is good because I haven't been doing it. And if you don't drink, your body stops flushing, if you know what I mean. And I hit that point. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself? Compass Rose says, let the 7-year-old sleep with us dealing with day 6 of fever. That's not good. I'm sorry. Hopefully she gets through it soon. All right, good. House Little's gonna do it. So yeah, I'm trying to keep this up. I will not lie. I'm kind of having issues with the taste of water because I think I diluted I don't know what it was. Do your work, otherwise you need to go sit outside. Where you drink a bunch of other stuff and then it's like drink water, you're like, nah, there's nothing there. So I have got like an electrolyte drink mix thing it's like 6 grams of sugar for a scoop. Anyway, so this should take 3 scoops. I'm only putting 1 scoop in this thing. And I'm just doing it so it has a little bit of flavor. I'm getting the electrolytes. I bought a big bag of lemons from Aldi's and I was really aggravated. I don't know if they were refrigerated or something. I got them and within 3 or 4 days, like they're all white. And they're like, no good. It's so frustrating that they went bad so quickly. And they looked great. I mean, I was careful. I picked good lemons, but I got lemons. I know that's a lot of fluid, isn't it? The people that do like the picture test, I should take a picture. Like they want to take a picture and like they take a picture every day and like how their body changes when they drink enough fluids. I should do that. And I have like other cups. I have like the Tervis tumblers. I don't know if you know, Tervis tumblers are made just like an hour from me. And then will you turn the air conditioning on? And then I got like the metal ones. I got the metal stainless steel ones, but they just don't, I don't know, I'm just not getting it all. But I like that this has a handle and it's 48 ounces. This was the biggest one I could find. It was $10. It was the biggest one I could find. So, and then like the straw is like a tube. It's not like a hard plastic. And then you can close it. And they had a bunch of different colors. Where's my son, whose nickname is Bubba? It's like, that's my cup. Because see, it's the Bubba brand. He's like, that's my cup, Mom. You got my cup. I'm like, I don't have your cup. He's like, my name's on it. That's my cup. I'm like, no, not your cup. Do you get all the water in, but I need a good cup? Yep, get a good cup. Have I done the True Lime packets? I like the True Lime packets. I just don't have any right now. And I had this. Good morning, Mud Pie. So, I mean, Tangi, if you're in and you can just be like, hey, I'm here, will you please just put a note in? What were y'all saying about the sewing? I came in at the end of the conversation. Okay. I said that I'm going to have somebody, I'm going to have House of Littles first come in, and we're going to find a mutual time, and I'm going to essentially work on sewing, and she's going to ask me questions and also read to me any of the live chat so that I'm missing, so I can be working and not doing this the whole time as I should be working. And then she'll ask me questions like that I don't think to tell you. Does it fit in my cup holder? No, it doesn't. Look how huge that thing is. You see that? It's like my whole palm. I have like a little bucket thing, like because I drive a big passenger van. And so it's like this big, I have this like box thing I got from like Ross or Marshall's that I keep stuff in. So I have like just enough that I can like shove it in. But then I'm careful because I don't want to drink too much on the road. I'll have to pee. And I got all the kids, and it's not like easy to go pee with all the kids. I felt bad because where did I go? I went somewhere, and I like just was like, hey, excuse me, I drank a gallon of water. I'll be right back. And then I just feel like after 6 kids, I can't hold it like I used to. Not to be rude, not to be gross, but I'm just like, ooh, I got to go now. There's no waiting. I haven't been getting my water in, and my upper body has been so achy. Hubby thinks I'm crazy blaming sugar for all my problems. I'm with you. And the lack of water. The lack of water. Let's see, need a calendar app to add in dates and times for the So Long with Trish. I need like a personal assistant that just tells me when and where to be and what to do next. Because I have like my husband got on to me. So like I'm finally like using this thing. And he's just like, so because he's like, I can't see what you're doing. So he has access to my calendar. The only part I don't like, he's like, what is this that you're doing? I'm like, you're at work. I'm getting things done. Leave me alone. Why are you doing that? I'm like, be fine. Leave me alone. That thing is bigger than your head. You think so? It's close. Look. Isn't that huge? It is huge. It is almost as big as my head. It's crazy. They have like lines and stuff. One of the things so I bought like the one shade instead of all the designs because I am thinking about like measuring it out and put like this is 12 ounces, this is 48 ounces, and so forth, and in Sharpie. I just haven't done it yet. Laugh out loud. Isn't that your husband? Yeah, my husband's just like, I need this done, I need that done, and then he's all like checking me out, like, why are you doing that? Yeah, there's just so much. So one of the things that has got me kind of busy, I feel like this is all about me. Sorry. Last minute, I was asked to take over VBS. I have 4 weeks. And then we were asked to go participate in another VBS, and I really want to, but I'm thinking I might not, shouldn't do that. Because it's just too much. Because that would be the first week in June. The one I'm directing is the last week of June. And then there's crazy stuff in between, and I think it's going to be better if we just don't do it. So I'm kind of getting there. Hey, Farmer Meemaw. Oh, I will tell you. So I've been trying to be really sensible. Nothing crazy. Just taking my vitamins. Making sure I'm taking plenty of fiber. Taking this thing to keep my blood sugar level. Like this like little shake thing. It's not a meal replacement. Nothing like that. It's just a little supplement. And I have not been like strict. I'm just eating whatever I want. Sometimes I eat too much. But from this week and last week, I lost like 1.5 pounds. Not bad. Not bad at all. Making sure I'm drinking my water. And so I have to say that totally helped. Quit overloading your time. You were trying to put 48 and 24. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm good at, Weetree. I think, well, a girlfriend and I were talking about that. I think it has to do with being a doer. I know that you run in life and you meet people and they're just like doers, super doers. I'm a super doer. So it makes me like a little bit sad if I'm not busy doing. But at the same time, I forget to take into account my daily responsibilities in that balance. So that's kind of where I end up getting. There's a lot of things I know I could easily do, but with my daily responsibilities, it kind of makes it impossible. I got to share a scale victory here. I'm officially 35 pounds down since the start of my weight loss. Woo woo! Check you out. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Very excited for you. Yay. I don't, one of the things I've been running into, so I'm still sitting at 167. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm having like this balance. Family Roots, send me a thing. I'll send it to you because I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm actually at the point. I know this sounds crazy because like I was here last year. This is the weight I was last year. Last year, I'm back to the weight I was last year. But when I look down at myself, I'm really happy with my weight. Does that make sense? I get, but if I just look at the scale, I'm like, no, I don't like the number. But when I look at myself, I'm really happy. I'm in a tight 10 now. I'm in a tight 10. But I'm in a 10, way better than a 14. And, in that journey, I'm really happy with the shape I am. Is it tiny? No. But if I run into, and what I kind of realize is as much as it's like I like the number of 152, I don't like the shape of 152. It's just, I don't know. I begin this very slender look and there's no curves. And I have a picture of a couple years back. I was down to like 152-ish, 150. And I had this beautiful dress that I had purchased. Somebody else had the same dress in blue and she was curves. And I was skinnier. She looked so much better. And it was at that moment I really realized, like, that's nice, but I don't want to be that thin. I think I need to post that picture on my wall to look at it daily to remind myself, like, the number on the scale looked nice, but the way that it sat on me wasn't. I looked better, a little heavier. Y'all ever have that like moment of thinking like, ooh, that is, really? Hey, Mama Geek. Where you're having to balance out. Like, we get so fixated on that scale number that in reality, we don't even like what we see. And then you get the point, I mean, and granted, some of it's just like, maybe I'd redistribute out to being like more curvy again, but I lose the girls, I lose the hips, and there's just nothing happening. It's just, I don't know. So I find like I really like my shape the best. Good. You need to not hang on to what the scale says. You look awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to do and keep that in mind. So I've been trying to just check once a week to see if I'm making progress to get through. I will say I think the liquid is helping a lot. This is my first one. And I have people that sneak in. So sometimes I get down to here and then I refill back up. So I'm not being the most accurate with this, but I need to be. And I need to get find one of my cups and make it my kid's cup. My 2-year-old, because she steals my drinks. So, it helps. And it's like just a little bit of lemon. Totally, just a little bit of, like a lemon electrolyte. And I'm like, we're good. We're good. Kind of deal. So are you guys kind of running into that as we're like getting into summer, just like are you feeling tired or are you feeling energized? Because I mean, I'm feeling like a mix of both, if that makes sense. If you're looking at the scales instead of your health, get new glasses because the others are damaged. Wheatree, you need to be making like those really cool memes that have like the beautiful little flowers, and then it puts that, like, that needs to be on a meme. You know what I'm talking about? Like, Wheatree, you need to be making memes. I never step on the scale. I have a pair of pants that keep me in check. I don't do laundry enough. I can't find my pants. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm thinking. All right, so do you guys do that? All right, so how many of you, I wish I could do a poll on the chat. How many of you use a scale or use an article of clothing to keep yourself in check? Farmer Meemaw's energized. All right, I'm asking, I'm waiting. Wheatree says, I have no idea how to do any of those fangled things. What do you mean, stay in check? Hey, Peace and Pantry. Y'all are so funny. So funny. I'm thinking for a second. I'm writing something down. I'm wishing Tangi would get up on here. Scales all the way. So, well, you know, Farmer Meemaw, you're going to be in a place with as much as you're losing, you're not going to have anything to put on unless you've got something sitting in the closet from years gone by. You don't have anything that keeps you in check as your pants are falling off. I had to go with my mom because we're going to go be at the water, and when we went to she's going to shoot me, but whatever. I'm her only kid. She can't shoot me. She realized she needed a bathing suit because she realized it was no longer, she was having a hard time staying in her bathing suit, not because her bathing suit was too small, but because it was too big. Things weren't staying where they should be. And like, she almost lost her pants. So we went bathing suit shopping the other day. Let's see. So Farmer Meemaw has the scale. Mama Geek says, I'm feeling defeated, but now I'm feeling inspired to get back on track. Water. Look, Tangi made it.
Hi.
They're so tired of me talking to myself. 6 times blessed is using a scale and a measuring tape. I told Wheatree, she's got all these awesome comments, and I told her she needs to become like the meme maker. You know, like she said, what was her one that she said? It was awesome. Where is it? If you're looking at the scales instead of your health, get new glasses because the others are damaged. Wouldn't that be the perfect meme?
It would be the perfect meme. Hang on. I'm actually in my car, and my husband is right behind me. I don't know what he's doing. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Listen, we got Tangi on the road again. Maybe we'll get her to sing to us. All right, so let me get back down here. All right.
I'll be right
Farmer. Back. All right, so then Zaina says the scale postpartum, none of my pants fit yet at all. Peace and Pantry's using a scale. Mud Pie girls using both. Farmer Meemaw says, girl, I've worn moo-moos and stretchy pants for so long they will fit for a long time. Until you feel like you're like a sail because they're so big. 25 watching, only 5 thumbs up. Yeah, let's get some thumbs up, please. Down 3 pounds. Good job, Peace and Pantry. Going back, I'm running into, I have like 2 pairs of pants, which they're loose. Remember when I talked to y'all about grandma pants? Like I wear my grandma's pants because I always tease my grandma that I'm going to inherit her clothes because her old clothes are newer than my new clothes and they're nicer. So when she passed away, I got all her clothes. And she was wearing a big size 10. Like she probably was a size 8, but she wore 10s. But she was always skinny mini. She was always teeny tiny. And so I took the clothes and I felt a little foolish taking her clothes on the aspect of, would I ever be back? Would I be in the size that I could wear these clothes? Because I mean, they're beautiful. I think actually it was a 16 at the time. And could I wear them? And was I being just nostalgic to take her clothes when she passed away? Or was it being really practical to take them? And so I took them and I packed them all away. And I can't even begin to tell you the excitement the day I could put them on. And they were super tight. And I'm talking about wearing my grandma's pants, so if you didn't catch in on that. So they were super tight, but now they've become my standard. And the part I didn't like was when I'd gotten down to 152, I actually got to the point that they were too big. And it made me sad because like these were like Levi Stratus pants. They were really, really nice pants that I will never be able to financially afford while children are still in my house. And I was just like, man, you know, I need, you know, I don't really want to shrink out of them because then I go back to like finding cheap clothes. So it's kind of one of those things. So I'm like, I use that as my standard, but they're kind of like loose now, and I like the way that they fit. But as they get tight, I'm like, ooh, we need to work on that. All right, Mama Geek says, I do have a couple dresses that I am using to see if I lose weight, only because I order them in my size, but they come small. Danielle, hello, Danielle says, I'm sure I'll be here like only 5 minutes. My kids need me. Pray for them to stop bickering. I'm at my wits' end and don't know how to keep them from fighting. This mama needs peace. Any advice? 3 boys. Oh my goodness, I've been dealing with that. And my mom had that watching the kids last night. Because we are in such a tiny spot, the kids are constantly stimulating each other that they're bickering. They're bickering like nobody else. They're bickering like they haven't bickered their entire life. And we're just really stressing ourselves out in a little space. And it's really hard. It is really, really hard. All right, Danielle, I got you on there for bickering, just in case you don't get back. So I'm taking prayer requests if you want to start leading them. I think Tangi froze. She's pretty frozen. So you guys are kind of like a mix then, aren't you? Between using your pants and using your, I like the one about using the tape measure. I've used that many times. I like doing the tape measure, and I like using the tape measure, but I don't always keep up with doing the tape measure. And then I find myself like sucking it in carefully, and that's rough. Let's see, I got a new picture of her up. She's not back. I'm about 5 pounds away from gold pants. I need new ones now. Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I need to write down and make sure I remember that House of Littles. We're going to do a sewing collab. House of Littles. Sewing collab. Good morning, Mustard Seed. Okay, there's somebody else that I thought wanted to do a sewing collab. Deep South. No, not Deep South. South Home. Where is it? Down South Housewife. Down South Housewife, do you want to do a sewing collab with me after House of Littles? South Housewife. That's my question for you. Anybody watching this in the after show is going to be like, oh, she so could not be on a topic. Was she just jibber jabbering everywhere? Everywhere? Peace and Pangery says, we'll make them work. I have 3 boys and they stay busy, and you get things done. Lots of physical activity. That's true. Man, my 4-year-old's bouncing off the walls. Crazy. Mommy Geek TV says, my husband and I use the tape measure once a month, and we measure each other. That way there's no cheating. I'm not letting my husband measure me. I'll tell him the number, but he'll mess with me. Let's see. Mama Geek says, all right, wait. Zaina says, Zaina the Great. I like that. I rotate toys every time they start uncontrollably fighting. I switch out toys. They think it's like Christmas, and it keeps them busy, not fighting. How old are your kids, Zaina? How old are your boys? Oh, speaking of sewing, Trish, I am wanting to try to sew an apron for the kitchen. Is there a pattern I would suggest? Any pattern, simple. Do one that you can cut it in one piece. Would be your best way. All right, Mama Geek, maybe we'll do a sewing pattern collab. How's that? Measure, we'll do it like no pattern. We'll make our own pattern up as we go. All right, so I'm going to write you down. Mommy Geek TV sewing pattern. I am going to get back on later today just to like go through the ins and outs, because right now doing live feeds are easier than doing videos. Sometimes the worst behaviors need the most attention. Works most of the time for my kids. Cool. All right, Zaina's doing that with her 9, 5, and 3-year-old. That's good. That's good. All right, so I don't know if Tangi's coming back on. I'm not sure if she just couldn't get the data going or what, unfortunately. But if you guys know how, Trish, did you choose a time for sewing? No, I've not chose a time for sewing. I will know when by the end of this month, May 31st. I'll set a time by May 31st. It might have to be something we do in June. If that makes sense, we'll do in June. And it'll probably be like a 2-hour live show, probably, you know, that will go on. Are there any beginning sewing videos for those who can barely sew a button? Not that I have made. Well, I do have a couple that I made at Christmas that I use for the 4-H club. I want this year to do a little bit more like making sure I'm doing like the skills I'm going to cover for next year, or that I did this year that I'm going to repeat for the new kids. I want to make a little video for them so then all of you will have access to it. But I made some really cool ones, like doing like the little felt gift bag. Laugh out loud. Set an hour time slot. 2 hours is too long. Well, that's the problem though. If I'm doing a sew long, it takes to get through sometimes more than an hour. But you know, it'll be one of those that you hop in and out of kind of deal. Because there's only so much. It takes time. That's the big part. It takes time to do it. And I'm not sure if I'll have to move this table to over here and then work on that table so then you guys can see what I'm doing. But I mean, we can set an hour and then just come back and do step 2, step 3. So House of Littles, I think I'm pulling you in as I do the skirt. And then if the next time we get together you can't do it, I'll see if Down South Housewife wants to do it. And then Mommy Geek will do one where we'll do a quick live one for sewing a apron. Same here. Don't know how to sew, but that is one of the things I want to start doing with my daughters this year. The mind can only retain what the buns can withstand. Yeah. All right. I'm running into a small problem. I really have to go to the bathroom. I know. And Tangi's not here to like keep the show going. So I think we're going to have to be done. I'm so sorry, but my bladder cannot handle it, if you know what I mean. So I don't know. She was here. She was here on the screen thing, and then she's not. And then she had, she was in her car, which is not normal. So she's got something going on. And then Jackie was behind her. I'm hoping she'll pop in. I'm holding out. I'm putting the mommy bladder to the test. All right. Entertain each other. We treat. I am going to use that one on my kids. All right. Entertain each other. Anybody who's watching this show, just come back and like, just fast forward like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh my goodness, you guys are so funny. I'm going to pee too. So now we have an opportunity to decorate this chat. Yep, I'm already back because I live in the country and there's no bathroom in here. So I went all country girl style. Country girl style, if you know what I mean. Listen, I got high velocity when you drink this much. Lots of bugs. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, then I wanted to be careful because I didn't want to upset my stomach drinking too much. So I kept it pretty limited. Whew, I feel better. A little embarrassed, but better. I think everyone left the computer for a minute. I think you're right. I'm a little bit like, Tangi, what's going on? I'm going to text her and be like, what is going on? And figure out what is doing. So I have to say, I have been excited. I'm trying to be better at like Instagramming. And whenever I'm coming across really cool stuff, I've been sticking it on my Facebook page too, which I'm pretty thrilled about. One of the things I'm thrilled about is the planners, you know, because I'm a planner addict, which I don't know why, because I don't even use them as well as I should. And then on top of it, we call that brush stroke. Yep, that's me. They have the new ones coming out by Michaels that look like Erin Condren's that are super nice. I'm just like, I mean, as much as they go for a year, 12 months, I only want them till the next one comes out. Isn't that a waste? I only wanted it till the next one comes out. Then I want the new one. So I almost need like just a 6-month calendar and then like plan ahead, like 12 months of plan ahead where you jot like ideas down, but nothing like in stone. So then I can get the next one and not feel guilty. I'm sending Tangi a text. What is going on? Kind of deal. Okay, yeah, so my kids are big green too. I totally think it's the fact that it's a tiny space. The issue with planners is filling every available minute. I don't do that. My problem is I used to be like this crazy list maker. And now I'm just like too tired to even make a list. And then which is part of my problem. Yes, I had one of those last year and I loved it with a wonderful coupon. I got it for $15. I've started bullet journaling this year, life changing. I had one and I had this cute book and then I lost it. And then I got all these like little planners, or not a little planner. I did buy one with just the month. That's really helping because that I have to visually see. I have to visually see it, the layout. So I don't even like the one on my phone, but I keep the one on my phone because that's where it is. And then I like the checkoffs and making lists because you know this doesn't. I have these everywhere. When I was in college, I had like a wall and I had different colors per class and I would stick them on. So I would stick them on and the top would be like the most urgent that I had to do for that class. And I had like I had what I needed to do. I had the date it was due and I would stick it on like the things that would come up for the syllabus. And then I would rotate them. Like that was like the way I thought. And then the other thing I did that worked for me. Now this is college, is I would have a blank piece of paper. I know this sounds nuts, but I would have a blank piece of paper. I would fold it into a quarter like this. This is 1 week, the next week. I could fit 8 weeks on one piece of paper. And what I did was I wrote what got assigned and when it was due. So I could keep 8 weeks of planning in my pocket. And then I would do another 8 weeks. So I'd have 2 of these a semester. And I think what I did was rolling into like week 9, I would grab the first one. I'd write down everything that was still left from the old one and keep going. And so I walked around carrying it all the time. Like that was my planner. And then a month planner. And it like really worked for me until my master's degree. 6 times blessed is heading out, going to try and rest just in case it's another sleepless night. Yeah, I'm writing you down, 6 times blessed. We are praying for you and your family. 6 times blessed. The stomach bug. We treat, laugh out loud. I have a stack basket full of Post-its. Yep. Get some sleep, definitely. House of Littles, what is the Faith Happy Planner? Yes, tell us more. What is the Faith Happy Planner? I'm taking it to like a Bible study. There's a ton of happy planners, like teaching student planners that are fixing to come out this Memorial Day weekend, along with the recollection planners at Michael's. So you guys, if you're planner addicts, be on it. House of Littles. Okay, Carrie's here. Hey, girl. Let's keep Carrie in our prayers. Nora says, bye. Hope you feel better. Family Root says, my kids are whining like crazy. It's driving me nuts. I know. Is it just that time? All right, I'm gonna put you right there with Danielle and me. Family Roots. Kiddie pool, feathers, and honey on their hand. It is the newest happy planner full of scripture. I wish I could take a picture. Instagram a picture so we can go follow you, because you're House of Littles. You are House of Littles on Instagram, right? What I wish is like that's why I think I love YouTube, is like the flip throughs, because the company might not give a good flip through, but then they will. Then like somebody will, and it's like, I need that. I need that thing good. I'm looking up House of Littles on Instagram. Is she on Instagram? I've been loving it because ACE is now gone social media, and they do a lot of cool things. Like I've never known like what their convention was, and it has been awesome. And so yeah, I really enjoyed that. Now I'm like, oh, I should be interested in there. So here's House of Littles. See it? House.of.littles. Now we're going to force you into posting pictures. Everybody go follow House of Littles. You definitely want to go follow House of Littles. See, she's got cool stuff. She's got her different stuff going on, all of her babies kind of deal. So go follow House of Littles, and she'll be Instagramming her happy planner, Facebook. No pressure, but yeah, go do that. You don't know Instagram? Okay. I just started Instagramming this November. I just started Instagramming. So Instagramming is really cool because it's all photo based, and then they have all the hashtags. Udemy has a really great free class on like the 5 keys to Instagramming that was amazing, and it teaches you about how to do how the hashtags work, about doing the photos, if you're into branding and all that. But it's really been, I like it because it's really easy to see a lot of little things, and you're like, oh, I need to check further into it. I use it a lot. A lot of people will use their thumbnails and edit their thumbnails to Instagram them, so then you know what they are doing on YouTube, kind of deal. But yes, everybody should follow. All right, so it's 9:12. I am totally skipping out early today. Forgive me. I'm going to be live this afternoon. I think around 4 o'clock Eastern time is my goal. It might be 10 o'clock Eastern time, depending. But you should come then. I'm going to talk about the homeschool convention and what to expect and all that. So my girl, if she's still up here, oh my goodness, my nose is bothering me. I'm trying to remember. I want to say her name right because I know it's like there she is, Tatiana. My girl Tatiana. Hopefully you will come back later or come back and watch. So then we can be sure to meet up. And then I'll announce when I'm meeting up, what to expect if you're going to be at the homeschool convention, to come with, and if you're just going to be trying to make sure that you want to follow along, because I think I have to do it. And if somebody knows of an app that I can use that I can stream live from my phone, YouTube live, let me know, because I'll do it there. Otherwise, I'm going to probably try and stream live on Facebook and then record that and then post it on YouTube later is what I'm thinking. But so make sure that you do go to the Just So Trish page on Facebook, so that, and hit the notification so you know when I'm live over there. I know I'm really missing Tangi today. I don't know what she's got going on. All right, so I'm taking prayer requests. I am taking prayer requests, and then I'm gonna pray for y'all, and then I'm gonna go inside and do my thing that coffee does, you know, and go and get ready for my day and get my stuff done, so I'm gonna be back on here. Mommy Geek TV, I use books stacked up until I find my tripod. Oh, wait, what did Mommy Geek says? I'm thinking about doing a planner video, but I haven't found a tripod yet. I did start a planner Instagram. All right, this is my favorite one. I'm going to show you. I had a little one. I had like this really dinky little one, about $4.99 on Amazon. And then at Christmas, I bought this one for myself. I bought this for myself for Christmas. It was 20 bucks. It's lightweight. It's easily lightweight. You can adjust it. This right here did not come with it. This is what I hold my phone with. Oh, and a little YouTube, whatever. This is what I hold my phone with. And then it clips here. See? So this is what I use most of the time. I'm thinking I got to find my little wheelie cart. I'm going to take this on convention with me so that when I do, I don't have to ask anybody to hold the camera. But this little piece right here, I go to the Dollar Tree and I get a selfie stick and I unscrew this off the selfie stick. And that's what I use. So 20 bucks. And then I bought another one for like $10 off a friend. It's not as nice, but it's pretty good. And what is nice is that when I'm packing up, this piece comes off. So like I don't have to unscrew this to pack it up. And I have a bag for it somewhere, but I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. All right. Good, Tatiana, you're there. So 4 o'clock Eastern time, I'm going to try to be on here. I'm pretty sure my husband thinks I'm crazy if I told him I want to go to the Florida Homeschool Convention just to meet up. Oh my goodness, that'd be awesome. That'd be really fun. Next year, I'm trying to make Carrie come. I'm like, fly into Orlando. It'll be super easy. Fly into Orlando and then get a place and then we'll party it up. Party up. You know what would be cool is if I could go, well, I'm going to be teaching next year. So I think if we can go like a little later and do like a big like mini meetup weekend thing, wouldn't that be cool? Like just like a 2-day party. We'll talk YouTube and homeschool and stuff like that. Yeah, I had the dinky one and my big Canon broke it. Yeah, you can't put a big Canon on the dinky one. I already found that one out because it's just not reliable. Pray for my aunt Katie. This is mustard seed. Okay, this is the one that we're praying for her salvation too, right? Aunt Katie. She has hospice. Still praying for my husband to find a job. Peace, pantry. Husband job. Remember we talking about the bickering? Right there, perfect example, bickering all the time. Go feed the chickens, please. All right. I need go make your bed because you have to give them things to do when they're bickering. Husband job to find. M says, pray for my relationship with my boyfriend. We have not been getting along. It doesn't get easier when you get married. Keep that in mind. Look at his dad and see if that's what you want to live with. And then see the way he treats his mother, because that's how he's going to treat you to some degree. And realize it's not a soulmate issue. It's finding who you're compatible with. And there's a lot of people you're compatible with. That is my marriage tip of the day. And is your relationship glorifying God? Would you be proud to have him in front of God with the way you treat him and the way he treats you? If not, cut your losses and go find where God needs you to be. Okay. But I'm still going to pray for you. I still want to go. I know I want you to go, Carrie. Please pray for me tonight. I have to lead praise band music at our recovery ministry, and there's a big speaker tonight, so I'm nervous. Mommy Geek meeting. Bishop. We need to visit family down there. I may just have to plan that vacation around vacation convention for this weekend or for next year. Tell me. Stacy wants us to pray for her niece. Wise words. Amen. Amen, Trish. You should do a video on just that for the young ladies. I should. I mean, I love my husband. I'm here to the end, but there's some things if I would have been a little bit more aware of, I would have been like, Two open eyes, not my hard eyes that were all like in love with hearts in my eyes. I would have been like, Deployed sons, so that's Compass. Deployed sons is out of communication this week. Oh, goodness. Compass deployed son and his wife. I'm 32. He's 36. We've been together 5 years. His mom is no longer alive. Thanks for the advice. You've been together 5 years. You're not getting along. You're not married. Cut your losses and go. I'm going to tell you that right now. Cut your losses and go. I don't need to know anymore because I know what this looks like. And I know at 32, you're kind of grabbing on like, I'm getting kind of older and we've already been together 5 years. I don't want to throw away 5 years. Don't throw away 10. Hanging out waiting for it to happen. Cut your losses and walk away. And if he's chasing you down for the next 2 years while you haven't found somebody that is awesome and he becomes Mr. Awesome, it's the best thing you could have done. And if he doesn't come chasing you, then you know where it stood. And you're better off because now you're available to be where God needs you to be to put that person in front of you. Because God's not going to make that person available to you while you're tied up with somebody else. Hard words, but completely have seen it so many times. Okay. Sorry, hard words. Tell Mustard Seed I totally deliver hard words when they're needed. Otherwise, I'll totally be like, pass over. All right, Nora says, lost both my cousins and my best friend's mom to cancer. Funeral tomorrow. Pray for comfort. Oh, yes, comfort. Nora, comfort for those lost. Amen, sister. I have to go. God bless. I'll pray for you later. All right, thank you, Mustard Seed. All right, I'm going to pray for us. We could do a whole one on, Ambi hasn't been coming in lately, but Ambi's kind of on the same track, kind of. All right. I am going to pray. Any last minute? Ma'am, Melody, don't be mad at me. It's just, that's the way it is. Last minute, we're done. All righty. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time that comes together. I love the fact that even though we started in a mission of just like being physically fit for our vessel, that that you've made it so much more. Just the camaraderie, the companionship is just so amazing, dear Lord. There's us mamas that are dealing with just this little micro season of a storm of bickering and discontentment with our children in our home, dear Lord. And it comes for many reasons. It could be the heat outside. It could be a small space. It could just be any number of things. Dear Heavenly Father, soften our children to be more loving towards each other without their personal needs being their driving force, dear Lord. Dear Lord, soften our hearts and our mouths as we handle it. Let our ears be a little numb to it so that it doesn't trigger the anxiety. I know that I've been triggered anxiety lately that either has me jumping out in a way that I don't want to jump out. That makes me abrasive, or it turns me off to the point that I'm not dealing with it, Lord. Let my heart be prepared to deal with it in a way that is glorifying to you, dear Lord, that teaches them what they need to learn, but then also reduces their personal anxieties that they're getting to the best that's capable in the moment. Dear Lord, be with 6 Times Blessed and the others that are dealing with being sick. Lord, I know you give us the patience and the strength we need when we're caring for our children like this, but it can be inundating. Give her the resources and tools she needs. Dear Lord, stay with Carrie and keep Carrie strong as she's going through the trials and the seasons and the journey that you have her on. Dear Lord, be with Mustard Seed's sister, or not sister, her aunt, as you are making it available for her to know you. Lord, let her heart soften and receive you. Dear Lord, be with Peace and Pantry as her husband is finding that job. Let your will be done and let comfort be as they find and walk in your will. Lord, be with Melody and let her heart and mind be open to your will and what you have for her and who you have for her. Lord, when her will is not lining up with your will, let her heart be softened to change to that, and let her be excited for the times that she's not excited to be in your will. Lord, I know how it is to know that and realize that my will is not matching up with yours. Lord, and as I surrender my will to be in yours, I often pray for an excited heart, because sometimes I'm not that excited when it's not my will. And I mean, that's my flesh way. But Lord, I recognize it. I put it down at the cross and I leave it for you. And I'm willing to take yours up. And Lord, I'm willing to be humble enough to know that I sometimes need a heart change so I can do it in happiness. Dear Heavenly Father, be with Mommy Geek as she's dealing with the insecurities, or maybe not insecurities, but just like the humbleness of leading worship, Lord. Let her remember she's the glove and you're the hand, and to fill her up with you, that she's only being the mouthpiece for you to do your work. Dear Lord, be with Stacy and her niece. You know the prayer concerns that are there. Dear Lord, and let that come too. Dear Lord, be with the deployed and their wives and their mothers. Dear Lord, Compass brings it to me and reminds me. I know Farmer Mima's son is out there. There's times that they're not in communication, and I can't imagine the worry and the stress that can come across those hearts. Lord, sit with them in comfort. Lord, Nora has so much going on in the funerals coming up. Be with their families and give them comfort of the lost. Sickness is running through our community. Dear Lord, be with Compass as she's dealing in our community with the sickness that they have. Lord, give us discernment for those that are hateful towards us, and let us heap. You have the verse that when we love our enemies, we heap coal upon their head. Lord, soften the hearts of Wheat Tree's enemies and bring community back. Dear Lord, and let her stay strong in the journey that she does for you. In your son's precious name I pray. Amen. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm going to go do awesome things. And as Wheat Tree says, pack 48 hours into 24. I shall be back on here around 4 o'clock and to do all the stuff talking about homeschool. And hopefully I'll edit videos and I'll have videos up that aren't just live shows, but I love the live shows with you guys. So I will talk to you later. And it sounds like I'm going to be getting with House of Littles. I think Down South Housewife and Mommy Geek TV to do some sewing collabs on here. And we'll do some 1 hour blocks that we'll schedule those out. So I'm going to talk to you later. I'm sad that Tangi couldn't join us today, but she is, what'd she say? I'm getting my driver's license renewed. I thought I could do the hangout in the car, but no. So things that are going on. So that's what's going on. I know that here in the next month or two, we're going to have to talk about what time we're going to change Mama Gets Fit. And should we change the name to something more community minded? So yes, definitely message me. I'll try to get back to you at 4 with you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye, ladies. Toodles. I really love y'all. Y'all are so amazing. Stacy. So, Down South Housewife, if you want to get with me too, and we'll schedule something and we'll do it all together. All right. Bye. Hey, we're ending on time. Mark this one for the books. It's a fixing to be 9:30. We actually ended when we're supposed to end. Crazy amazing. Blame Tangi and the coffee and the long list of things to do. All right, we'll talk to you later.